Welcome to the Good Morning from the Chicken Coop podcast with Kim Johnson, your creative strategist and master mindset coach. Filled with inspiration, distinctions, perspectives, and possibilities, we help you to cultivate a mindset that leads you to create the best version of yourself you could ever imagine. Join Kim every morning from one of her favorite happy places, her chicken coop, along with all her chickens.
Hey everybody, good morning from the chicken coop. So even though it's morning, I want to talk to you about a nighttime ritual that I have that I think is incredibly important. And that is asking yourself, what did I learn today? So we all understand how important learning is to us as human beings. And the more we learn, the more we actually are able to learn, because we're constantly stretching our brain and we're constantly burning more neural pathways, and our neuroplasticity just takes off and it becomes something that's vital to our health and our mental well-being and feeling abundant, and like we are growing and like we are going in the right direction. But a big part of that process is acknowledging the fact that we are actually learning something. So I have a ritual that I do every day, and I sit down at the end of every day and I say to myself, what did I learn today? And it could be something as silly as, what flowers, this was something that I learned earlier today, what flowers grow well in the heat. And by understanding what flowers grow well in the heat, I'm going to have a better flower garden next year. But I couldn't do that without actually taking the time to say, I've got to learn something. I'm going to push myself to learn something new every day. And that is a hard ritual that I go through, meaning there is no negotiable part of my day that I say I'm going to let go of, and I'm not going to do this. I'm just going to let it go. It doesn't matter if I'm on vacation, doesn't matter what I'm doing. That is a question I ask myself. That is a question that I expect answers to every day. And if I didn't learn something, I don't want to go to sleep until I learn something. So I might pick up a book. I might grab it and read even just 2 pages. But every day, it's an absolute necessity to do that. It can be even just looking at a recipe. Something that, I have learned to do since I have all these chickens. I'm always looking for recipes that have a lot of eggs, because I get a lot of eggs here. And one of the important things is to use them. I give them away to people all the time. I do not sell my eggs, as they are just gifts from my chickens, and I like to give them to people. So one of the things I try to do is try to find as many recipes as I can for all the eggs and then get to use them. And to me, that's fun. That's just, turning things into something wonderful, making it something different. And that teaches me something too. How many things can I do with eggs? What's a recipe I haven't tried before? All learning, all things that put you on a growth path. And growing is so important. Learning things about others around you. Learn something about other people too. That is part of growth. It can be random subjects that you've never actually dove into before, but you've wanted to, but you've resisted it. Go and dive in. Go see what it is. Do these things that set you up so that you can win. And I promise you, you're going to see a massive difference in your mood just by doing these little things, like you have a win. It's kind of like that mentality that the military has about having you make your bed. When you make your bed every day, you always have a win. Well, when you learn something new, even if it's as small as a recipe, I try to find out chicken facts all the time. Small, stupid chicken facts, like I just learned recently that chickens can understand up to 80 words. Well, who knew that? But it was one stupid little thing that I Googled, and guess what? I learned something. So I can say, okay, I know what I learned new today. And there are other times when I learn a lot in one day. If I'm reading a whole book and I sit down and I'm at the beach and I read 17 chapters in a book, that's going to give me a huge win all at once, because I just figured out a lot of information very quickly. So again, it can be a variety of different ways that you do it, but putting yourself in that category and asking that question, what did I learn today, will help break the patterns of being stuck where you are. It will help move you forward and make you feel better about where you are. And it's also going to give you a vast push in your just ability to be in a great state of mind, because you feel like you're being on a growth path instead of being stuck where you are. And anytime we're growing, we're feeling good. Anytime we're moving in a direction that makes us feel empowered and vital and learning, we just feel better overall. So in a world where things don't always feel so great, this is something that you can control. Nobody else can control it for you. Only you can control it. And the more you push to control it, the better off you are. So I'm going to encourage you to find a list of things. Sit down and say, what are the things I want to learn about? And it can be random. It can be going on, God knows YouTube is just such a great place to just go look at random stuff that you want to learn, and you may never end up doing it. You may never end up doing any of the stuff that you watch, but guess what? It's so super cool just to know, hey, I have an idea of how to do that. And for me, I think that just having that little bit of extra every day in a place where you can be drained so quickly, this makes all the difference. If you're with people and you can discuss things that are different, guess what? It's going to make you feel more interesting. It's going to make you feel more vital and more alive. So go learn something new today. Go have a fabulous day, and then capture it at night and say, what did I learn today? And really make an effort to do it every day. And I promise you, it's going to make a big difference in your life. I hope you guys have a blessed day and learn a lot. See you tomorrow. Bye.